Real quick, before we get into the goodness, make sure you hit that subscribe button. That way you're notified to every time we upload a video. Appreciate you.
I'm here for a good time, not a long time.
Yeah, like my buddy Drake said, I'm here for a good time, not a long time. Even though I wish it were both. You see, if you haven't been keeping up with the news lately, there have been certain changes within the YouTube/Google community. See, YouTube is now striking down videos and contents and channels of creators that don't play the bullshit gender politics game. They hit Matt Walsh, completely demonetized his channel, and he absolutely refused to bow down to them, and bravo for him. Then there are others who do play the game, and whereas it used to annoy me. It used to annoy me to the extreme to watch people go out of their way to tiptoe and not say certain things because, I don't want YouTube to demonetize me. I've only been doing this for a little bit over a year, but I subscribe to quite a few people. I follow those people very closely, and one of them has become a fairly recent success, and he explained it much better. With the money they provide, you can't afford to piss them off, which is kind of a catch-22 of YouTube success. Right now, I am a small channel, and I want to thank all my 50 plus subscribers. Thank you very much to each and every last one of you, even to the 7 of you that joined over the last week. Thank you. But right now, I am a small channel, which allows me to say some pretty outlandish things according to YouTube's partnership program terms of service. You see, right now, I am not a YouTube partner, which means I do not get paid from YouTube. So I can pretty much say whatever the I want without a fear of any serious repercussions. They can't demonetize me because I'm not monetized. But that's the catch-22 of the whole thing, isn't it? You get on here, you really get involved, you find your rhythm, you find your groove, you find your niche, you find that audience, you cultivate it. And once you do, you hit YouTube's radar. They're able to put advertisers on your channel. But with that success comes chains, leashes, much more stringent rules and regulations that they're going to start paying a lot closer attention to. As I said, Matt Walsh, who made a ton of money on YouTube, they told him he had to play that gender politics game, that transgender he, she, they, them ass game. He refused to do it. So he just simply said, y'all. You have others that have a staff helping them with their YouTube content. So they are in a much more precarious situation. They can't just up and say, you YouTube, because they have people under them that are expecting you to get that money to pay them, because they are, if not wholeheartedly, somewhat partially subsisting off what you pay them as a staff. So they can't do it. You have a lot of content creators that simply cannot do it. You have some that may not have a staff, but as they say it, I choose not to work for free once I've gotten to this point. I understand that as well. I guess what I am trying to do with this little segment here is to present to you all the avenues and all the perspectives. Because I was once a person who, man, I can't believe you're gonna kowtow. Nah, I wouldn't. But then I started thinking, when these subscribers started hitting, I started thinking, wait a minute, if I get to that, if I'm making X amount of dollars a month, can I easily say, you YouTube? I don't know. I can sit here right now today and tell you, I honestly do not know. But I can also say, honestly, it is why I diversified from day one. Going back to my very first upload, I have uploaded to all the other alt technology sites. If you listen to the very end of these videos, you'll hear me say and promote me being on Odyssey, BitChute, and Rumble, up locals as well. I know at the end you hear me promote the hell out of the podcast because I don't want to be beholden to one entity for my income. When my brothers and I started this, we saw it going a lot bigger and a lot further, and we still do, just maybe not solely with YouTube. When I started this off, I said there was news in the YouTube world, and them striking down channels for not playing the gender identity politics game is just one. You might have missed this in the news as well, and that is Google has banned certain words. That's right. The company that owns YouTube, the company that you are using to search various topics and websites and things of that nature, they have a banned word list. Some of those banned words make 0 sense to be banned. And my thing is, why ban it at all? Why ban any word at all? Your job is to search everywhere for these particular keywords, but now you're letting us know of a verbal bias, language bias, a emotional bias, because a lot of these words are being banned because we don't want to offend. If that's the case, use no language at all, because somewhere, somehow, some word is going to offend someone. It just goes back to what I've preached on in the previous episodes. The system, the big three that run the system. The government, the media, and big tech. And big tech is now flexing its muscle. We're going to ban certain words. And some of the words that they are banning are simply inane, crazy, and mad. Whitelist, black hole, blacklist, black box, as well as chubby, bonkers. Now the headline about these banned words says woke Google bosses ban staff from using terms including man hours, you guys, blacklist, and chubby in an inclusive language dossier. Google bosses have asked UK staff to stop using common phrases including man hours and you guys. Now you may be thinking, well, okay, Tuck, I thought you were talking about, Google as a whole doing the Google search, blah, blah, blah. Before things make it to us or before things make it to the masses, where do you think they're trying out first? They'll always try it out in-house first. The same thing with AI. Before AI was used by Amazon and Google and everybody else, it was tried in-house first in those different companies to see the glitches, the benefits, all those things. Google in the UK is using this to see how exactly would it transfer across the World Wide Web. It is something definitely to be concerned about. How long before you think it makes it from the UK offices onto YouTube? Because for the most part, it's already on YouTube. There are certain words that we can't use in our titles. There are certain pictures we can't use in making thumbnails. Words or pictures. It's crazy how restrictive YouTube has become. As I said, y'all have heard me. If you haven't, welcome to the channel. But if you haven't, go back and listen to some of my stuff, especially when I rail against the trans agenda. Oh, I'm sure that if we ever hit the partnership program, all that is coming down. They're going to strike the hell out of all of that. There's a bit more freedom in being the little guy, anonymous. But I also know that I'm appealing to a lot of you people out there. I see that by the likes, by the comments, and by the subscriptions. Again, thank you. And as I started this off saying, I'm here for a good time, maybe not a long time, at least on YouTube anyway. But as I told you, I'm on other sites. I'm on Odyssey. I'm on Rumble. I'm on BitChute. I'm on Locals. Because I'm not going to be forced to bow down to ideology that I do not agree with. And that is essentially what YouTube is having us do. I don't see myself doing it, y'all. I've been working independent far too long. I'm scared of the YouTube success, y'all. Now, don't get me wrong. That does not mean by any stretch of the imagination that I do not want you to share. My brothers and I would love for you to share this out, like, comment, give me a little bit more notoriety, get me seen a little bit better. But with that success, my boy Eminem said it best.
What do I think of success? It sucks.
Well, just something to think about. Take it easy. Yo, if you want to hear the rest, make sure you check out our podcast. You can find us on all your favorite podcast platforms. That is iHeart, Pandora, Google Podcasts, Spotify, and Amazon Music. Plus, if you want to reach us, drop us a line. You can find us at freemindthinkers2022@gmail.com. Let us know what you think about us. Leave a comment below and share the video with as many people as you can. I greatly appreciate that. This is your man, Big Brother Tucker. See you on the other side. And always remember, never be afraid to think differently.